Yo, what's good people? This is NTM, the bad boy that is too good. What's good people? Go by my official birth name of Nkosinathi Shabalala. I like to refer to myself as a storyteller because everything that I do is aligned with storytelling. I am an artist. I make music. I'm an author. Recently published 2 books. The first one is Tomorrow is Dead, and the second one is Tomorrow Lives. The Escape. It's a continuation, and there's a third one that I'm about to publish soon, which is called Indoda Yesaka. It's a mystery. It's an urban legend. It's different from the first 2 books, so be sure to look out for that one. But if you're interested in getting my first 2 books, they are available on Amazon and also on my website. It is at darettobe100.co.za. Yeah, and also I'm a former programming manager at a campus radio station called QLED at the University of Free State Qwaqwa campus. Before I was a programming manager, I remember I was a producer for a show and then became a presenter and then got promoted to being a production manager and then ended up being a programs manager for the whole station. I'm also a CEO and founder of my media company called Dare to Be 100 Entertainment, which aims at telling and changing the narrative of South African stories. I recently completed my BA degree measuring in political science and psychology. So everything that I am and that I do is aligned with storytelling, and that's why I like to prefer and refer to myself as a storyteller. This dates way back when I was a kid. I remember I used to love comics. I used to love cartoons also. I used to love comics. There was this comic called Amajimbos that used to be published on one of the biggest magazines back then. I think it was Bona, if not Sowetan, or if not Drama. Well, it was used to be published on one of those magazines. And also there was this other one called Super Striker. So I used to follow that. And I remember seeing one at this other time, an article saying that they are looking for comics. They want storytellers. Then we should submit our comics and our stories. And they gave an email there. I remember I went all crazy because I thought to myself, this is what I've always wanted. It's time for me now to work on something that will be published and people can see, because I always had that edge of telling South African stories, but in a very different and creative way. So I started off writing my own comic. I remember I had this book that I would draw this creation of my own story. I called it Shooting Boys, based on these characters with a background of soccer and whatnot. And I remember asking my mother to go print that out for me so that she can bring it back and then I can color it, put crayons on it so that I'll be able to file it and then send it to one of these magazines for them to publish my work. But that never happened. I don't know what happened. I can't remember exactly what happened, but that never was a case. It never got out. So I remember keeping that for the longest time, but it got lost over the years. But I think that's when I discovered my love for the pen and my love for telling South African stories, because I never looked back ever since. My love for movies and TV shows grew from then, reading books, and my love for music too, because I saw that the art was relating to, because I also had the edge of not just writing my work, but also presenting it vocally. So I think my love for telling stories also moved now to music in 2015. That's when I started making my music, and I never looked back ever since. So that's how I discovered my love for the pen. For me, purpose is an intention, it's an aim, a reason for one to live, a reason for one to wake up each and every day and go after what they set their mind to do and what they set and what they want to accomplish. That is a purpose, a reason for one to live, something that gives one urge. For me, purpose and talent relate. I believe if you find what you're good at, what you are talented at, then you find your purpose. Because if you end up chasing that for the longest time of your life, because there's this rule that I know, which is called 10-year rule. If you follow what you love for 10 years, do it eagerly over and over and over and over again, there's no way you will not make it within that 10 years or that 11th year. After that, you'll definitely make it. It is proven, it is psychological. Everybody that has made it has gone through that. So it's something that truly exists. So talent and purpose are one thing, they relate. If you find something that you're good at, something that you know that when you wake up or when you're waking up at 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. you won't be tired or be lazy to do, then that is your purpose. That's what you love doing, and you should stick to that and grow that. Something that even if you don't get paid to do, then you still do it for the love of it, then that is your purpose. That is what you should nurture, and that is what you should grow. So for me, purpose and talent are very closely related, and if you find something that you love and something that you're good at, then you're done. That is your purpose. You should focus on that and nurture it and then grow it the right way. It's a bit of both for me. Not a bit of both, but it is both. Like, it encompasses that. It is a solo journey, which also includes assistance from other people. Because that's what happened with me. I always knew that I loved music, and back in 2015, I was doing music on my own. I never had any assistance or any collaborations with anyone. I started off on my own with an app and headphones, of which I used to record myself and make music and then release it. Obviously, the quality was bad, but at that time for me, it was like the best thing ever. So when I moved up and went to university in 2016, I met someone who was aligned with what I liked. He was also into music, and he had more information that I had about music and how we can record with better quality. I remember we never had mics back then, but we had laptops. So it was like, no, we can use the computer, the mic laptops or the speakers of the laptops to record ourselves. And the quality improved, obviously, back then. So it was like, oh man, wow. You see? So we kept on doing that, and then as we were doing that more and more and more often, we also ended up buying mics now because we wanted to improve the quality. See, so in this journey of self-discovery, in this journey of you finding your purpose, it is not a solo journey. You will meet those people within your journey that will assist, that will help you, or that will improve what you already know or add on what you already know to move you or to get you into your next destination. So it's not a solo journey. It also requires external assistance from the people you'll meet, and also from what you'll be gathering from whatever you'll be learning as your journey continues going forward. So for me, it's a bit of both worlds. As I had already said, when I went to university, I was not even doing art. I was not even into music or writing, and I was not studying music. Sorry, where when I enrolled for university, I was enrolled for a different type of program, which is psychology and political science. So in a university setting, the importance of it is you finding that those people that share the same hobbies as you or same interests as you meet up with them, and then you grow your talent, you nurture that talent, you get more information about that, you do collaborations, you market, and you grow because they will help you with your journey. And Valley university setting is about that. It's about growing and finding yourself. So you also meet like different things that you also get into that will help you discover what you're good at also, if you haven't. and also if you have, how you can grow it further, because there will be events. If you haven't performed, if you make music and you haven't performed, that's what happened with me. I performed for the first time at school through an event called Talent. It was Kosi Talent. It was a talent show. So that's how that's how the university setting helps one to get into, or like the importance of one finding their purpose. So it is a secular thing, because it's crazy. The people that you may meet at first at that time may not be the right people for helping you out, but as you spend more time doing that, you will find them coming back to you within the next 2 or 3 years, like your journey is meeting. So I think it is not a linear thing, but it's a secular thing. Some of the people that you meet, you might have different interests at first, but as time goes, your interests might align, and you might find yourselves helping each other grow and helping each other work. So it's something that's very secular. Yes, you might get the pressure of making it or discovering yourself early, but it shouldn't be a state of mind. Good see, now you should push so that you impress other people. No, it shouldn't even be like that. Erase all expectations people might have of you, and know that every journey is different and every journey might take time. So not everything might work out the way you planned. You have to be patient, keep your head down, and do what you love at all times. Yes, in the context of being black in such an unequal society, it might have an impact, as you're not exposed to information as how other people are exposed to, in terms of like the different races. Because we are I feel like in South Africa we are the world of information is not given to us fully. We don't have access to it, hence data is expensive. Because if that was given to us freely, we have Wi-Fi and whatnot, or we have access to the internet wherever we at, then I feel like everybody will be exposed to the world of information, and everybody will find ways to grow themselves, and will find ways on how they can nurture and grow their talent. Also, in the context of being black in such an unequal society, you might be pressured to act out fast before a certain period of time, to act out fast into making it, or losing that urge or motivation, because you don't have you don't have enough resources to nurture that talent of yours. So it might have such an impact in that regard. Is it too little, too late? For me, there's never a right time for anything. Anytime is the right time. Whenever you feel like doing anything, do it, because everything happens for a reason. From how things aligned with me, I never started film. I always wanted to study film, by the way, but I never did that. I started a different program, but I trusted the journey, because me going to that program and going to that University of Free State, I ended up doing media, ended up in radio, ended up meeting people that I met, whom nurtured and grew the love of telling stories within me. So it has to be everything, or where you at right now, it is the right time. Wherever you at, where you are right now, you're at the right time in your life. You should not be pressured in any way. You're at the right time, and whenever you feel like doing anything at this point in time, do it. There's never a right time, and you at the right time. Just know that there's never a right time for anything, or for you starting anything. You may be 40 and then start discovering who you are and what you're good at. So there's never a right time, and yeah. So for me, it's like that. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being part of this podcast. I really hope you found inspiration within my story and within what I told you guys, what I've discovered about myself and about my journey. If you wanna learn more about what I do, please do check out my website. My music is there, dare2be100.co.za. You can follow me on all social media platforms. I am at ntm_ZA. And yeah, if you have any questions, follow me and let's talk. Thank you. Have a great day.